Here we have a new 2026 GMC Terrain. This one comes in the elevation trim level with front wheel drive. This is sterling metallic paint, and then we have after dark cloth interior. The powertrain consists of a 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, and that's made it to a continuously variable transmission. As we come around to the front end here, we do get our LED headlamps along with our LED daytime running lights. So the LED daytime running lights are running, and I really just like the overall look and just the presence that you get when these running lights are on by themselves. It just looks really, really nice. Down here, these are 17-inch aluminum wheels. Passive keyless entry on the front doors. We get express down on all 4 doors, and then one touch up and down on the driver's side. And then our power mirror controls are here. Those mirrors are heated, and we do get blind spot monitors, power door lock controls. We get our electronic parking brake, drive modes, auto hold, auto stop toggle, hood release. We get a manual tilt, telescoping steering wheel, and there's our manual driver's seat. But I want to give a huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Terrain today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get to the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now, I do have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs, so sitting behind myself, decent space back here. I like that we have a little bit of room between the seat and the door panel, so I can kind of rest my leg there. If I'm sitting back here comfortably, probably couldn't have anybody in that middle seat if somebody else my size on that side, but still pretty good space in my opinion. I like that we have the seat back pockets on both sides, 2 USB-C charge ports, rear AC vents, storage down there, and there's a view of the front from back here. And then we do get the LED reading lights throughout. Middle seat folds down, bottle holders are there in the middle. And there's our grab handle. Child locks on the side here, lock, unlock. There's our fuel filler. Now as we come around the back end, LED tail lamps, and I like we have the addition of that in these newer body style Terrains. Manual lift gate. Plenty of space behind the second row. And then we do have a 12 volt on the side there. Top tethers are integrated in the back of the seats. And I like that we get the LED lights on both sides for the trunk space. Definitely helps with visibility when it's dark out. There's a look underneath the vehicle there. And as we come around the rear passenger side, if you want to fold the seat down, pull this, folds flat. You can run longer objects through to the front. And then we do have our lower anchors underneath here. These covers are just kind of a nuisance to get back on. Now we only get a 4-way front passenger seat here, manual, so just the seat back can be adjusted, seat bottom there, storage underneath the kind of center console there, the glove compartment, and then as we come back around to the front, just a quick look in the engine bay. There's that 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. Before we hop in, let's check out the turn signals. Here's the back. And there's the front. But next, let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. That bird's trying to talk over me. So nice leather wrap steering wheel here. There's the horn. Over here to the screen, we do get AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility, Google Maps, the Google Assistant system itself, And then we do have our vehicle status that we can check out. So you can click on the animation to see brake pad life, oil life, tire pressure, and all that, or you can go through the sub menus down here. And I like those animations. But in your settings, you get teen driver, rear seat reminder, buckle to drive. And then go down to your system settings. You can change your language here or units of measurement right in there. And now your controls, you have your park assist, auto high beams, the rear window lockout, all of that, and then the traction control as well. But your headlamps are in the screen. Cool thing about that is you can set the auto high beams on, headlamps to auto, and you probably won't have to fool with this nearly ever. But if you do have to do that more often than not, you do have a button down here where you can always fool with the headlamps when the screen's on. And then your lane keeping system there. And then again, that's how you can get to the controls that way as well. Backup cameras there, guidelines follow you. You turn the steering wheel, you can turn those on or off here. And then you do have your AC controls in the screen as well, but you do pretty much get buttons for everything except changing the fan direction, but that's pretty easy to do here. You can cut the whole system on or off by hitting this knob or hitting the screen there, and that goes for all of these functions here. So fan speed, circulation, AC, temperature, all that can be adjusted here. And then you do get the 3-stage heated seats for the front as well. USB-A and a USB-C charge port there. That actually will go to your system as well in the screen. Bottle holders are here. Center console cubby space. We do get a removable tray. And there's a view of the back from up here. Now, one of my most often asked questions is where's the hazards? And that's the button right here next to the OnStar. Vanity mirror. And then back to the steering wheel itself. Blinkers here, high beams, intermittent wipers, rear wipers, and then fluid on either side there. And then just push in for the front fluid. For the shifter, it is on the column, so hit the brake, pull for neutral, pulling up for reverse, pulling down for drive, and then while in drive, you can activate the low mode, push that there, and then you can use the paddle shifters to control that limiter. Press this button on the side for park. Behind the steering wheel on the left side, we can toggle track list or radio station presets, and behind on the right side, we can do volume up, volume down. Cruise controls here. You can go between regular and adaptive by holding this X, and then we can set the speed, adjust the gap adjust for the adaptive cruise there, and then we have heated steering wheel toggle, Bluetooth controls, voice recognition. Hit this to go through your audio sources, and this acts as a scroll bar while doing that, and then you can push this button and it goes through the different gauge cluster views you have. The push button starts here. Finally, here's the key fob with remote start. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2026 GMC Terrain Elevation out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Terrain here, decent pickup with a 1.5. I shouldn't say decent, it's adequate. It gets the job done. But I just pulled out of the stop there and it got up to speed relatively nicely. The CVT actually does help with that as opposed to the 8-speed pushing this. Now the other cool thing is you do get different drive modes that you can go through here with. Now you only get normal, snow and ice, but still, it's nice to be able to change the drive modes to fit your typical needs if you're gonna be in something like this. Gonna give myself a little space here to give it a pull. Here we go. not the quickest vehicle, but not terrible. It did make some weird noise, but I don't know if that was the truck behind me or what. But ride quality is pretty good. Wind noise is not bad in here at all. And it's just nice having the adaptive cruise on a vehicle in this price range. But yeah, sound acoustics, wind noise, everything is pretty good in here. Very good, I think, for something like this. Now, I do want to give one more thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Terrain. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information. I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now, I do think the overall package here is pretty decent for what you get. I have my complaints about the 1.5 turbo in these. It just, I feel like it'd be better with a 2-liter. But the people in this segment don't really care about that. They're not going to be performance junkies or really care about accelerating quickly. They just want to get good gas mileage. They drive relatively defensively, I think, in my opinion, just how I see these. And they want something that's economical. But I do think GMC and Chevy, just with the new refreshes we got on the Equinox and on the Terrain, I feel like they are trying to come for the RAV4 territory, the Hyundai Tucson territory, the CR-Vs, and I think they're going in the right direction. I mean, pretty much everyone else has either a 2.5 naturally aspirated or a 1.5 turbo paired with the CVT these days, just because they tend to be relatively more efficient. But all in all, I do think this has one of the better looking interiors, especially in this elevation trim compared to a mid-level trim in the CR-V, a mid-level trim in the RAV4. I just feel like the styling in here is better. Exterior wise too. Now the 26 RAV4 that's supposed to be coming, I don't know if anybody can really compete with that. We'll just have to see once it actually drops on dealer lots. But so far, I really like the designs of the Terrains and the Equinoxes. I think they did a really good job inside and out, just making these feel modern, feel fresh, feel new. But other than that, I think if you're in the market for a RAV4 or CR-V, definitely check this one out, because you might be surprised with some of the ways that it beats out the RAV4 and the CR-V. But with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 GMC Terrain Elevation.